everyone. I gotta turn this monitor so I can see what the heck I'm looking at. Matt typing away. Trying to get more people to join. I see there's 4 people in here, but no one's talking. Everyone's quiet.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, where is everyone? Come on.
Whoa.
I need to see some.
Whoa.
Oh no, why does this camera not like to work on me?
Oh, I was gonna say, where are you, bud?
I know, it doesn't, I think something's wrong with it. I need to maybe update some driver or something like that. Because it works, but then as soon as I go to do it live and actually show stuff off, it does this kind of crap. And then you guys can't see me, and then I knew had to be like, right, let's do this. Let's scoot this back then.
Oh, there we go.
That'll be
I
good
was looking at the links on here. Of course you were, buddy.
Oh no, I still got my head cut off. I don't like having my head cut off. I need like a farther. Here, let's do this. We'll do, since we're having other camera difficulties, we're going to do this. Sorry to make you guys all drunk and feel lost.
Hey, you have to give me that back. Why are you using that background?
Why? What do you mean?
You need to send that to me.
No, not that one. That one doesn't go to you, bud. I have the other one. There's 2 different ones.
There's 2?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry you've been out of the loop for like a little while. Oh, I wish I had the EK leak test. When we have it...
Why is everybody so obsessed with EKs when we have Dr. Drops in stuff?
That is true. I guess it's just more advertised was the EK one, and you know, I mean...
It's kind of silly. I mean, I'm glad that EK made one, because I think everybody should make one. But I think it's also funny how people think it's such a new and fascinating product when it's been made.
Pretty much.
Everybody just takes everybody else's stuff in this industry at this point. There you go. You can just buy that one. We have 40 Dr. Drops in stock, so go at it while they're still waiting.
Yeah, they are kind of cheap looking, but yeah, that might be.
Brake. They're not made with Durlin either. It's metal.
Oh.
I have one, and I've had it for a long time. It isn't cheap, and I've never been able to break it. It's all metal.
Okay. Either way, let's move on. So tonight we got some new products to show off, of course. Got one of the EK Classic kits. Right now they have the PE radiators in them or the SE radiators in them. We have 2 different ones, and 2 different sizes for each one, of course. Got some Bitspower stuff, some Barrow, EK strike blocks, Barrowch stuff, just a lot of stuff. One thing I did want to let you guys know is if you guys haven't already, you want to submit your pictures to builds.gg, because we've just confirmed that our next Build of the Month prize has definitely gone up quite a bit. So you're going to want to have everything submitted and builds looking pretty, so that way when it is time to start submitting pictures and all that, you have a chance to win. Well, actually, I think we're doing 3 winners, right? There's going to be a first, second, and third. 4?
For BOTM?
Yeah. It's 3.
Something like that. We got to figure that out, because I feel like there may be like a better way to do it even, as far as the prizes go. Because I feel a lot of the people who enter the BOTM2 complain about the fact that like these higher end builders or whatever win all the time, and the new people aren't ever able to win because they don't have the stuff or the money to do the builds like that. So I don't know. It'd be kind of nice to get like some kind of like honorable mention prize for like someone.
Okay, maybe we can...
For some criteria. I don't know.
A category kind of thing where it's, you know, like best build, best mod, best this, you know, 3 different groups. So that way it really doesn't have to do with money. It could be like, oh, look, you've cut this whole thing out of acrylic and did this and that, and, you know, something like that.
Most effort shown.
Yeah, I agree with you. That sounds cool. We can probably do that. But anyways, yeah, definitely get all your stuff on Builds.gg so that way you can
BOTM,
win, because
and that's the other thing I have to do. I have to email Thomas. Since we're doing it with Builds.gg, we're going to see if we can get Cable Mod to give us some stuff for the prizes too. So you may see even more stuff. But I think first prize is going to be like $500 or more, like between gift cards or value of products with a gift card and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be roughly $500, it seems like. In value of either PPCs gift card.
Actually,
whatever.
I think what I saw they were talking about, it'll be a PPCs gift card, but it'll be for EK products, which in my opinion isn't a big deal. I mean, we have a pile of EK stuff that you can pick from, so.
Yeah, so we're still working out with EK. It's going to be like something EK, either a gift card or you can pick out your own thing up to this amount, and then plus a PPCs gift card that you can use on whatever. And I think we've actually upped that up now too.
So yeah, I think so it'll be $250.
Yeah, it was like what, 50, 100. Now it's going to be 250. So
no, it's 150 right now. Yeah, like $500. So it'll be worth it, guys. So like, try to take some good pictures of your rigs, get it up on BuildGG, and then once you see the post again next month, just link your build, and hopefully you win.
Yeah, so that way get more people to subscribe to either our YouTube channel and our
yeah, because that's what Garrett
Build
was
Club.
saying. Is
we can do a lot more giveaways, a lot more fun prizes. It's our way of convincing.
Because we're going to try to do it on the YouTube and stuff now instead of just announcing the winner on Facebook. We'll do either a stream or a video. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, and
so you'll see it here.
We've also even talked about doing like a kind of like an interview segment with the person, so that way we can maybe do a live stream with them, and they can show off their build, and we can discuss like what their process was and what went into them actually accomplishing what they did and whatnot.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be nice to see that and actually be able to see the winners and hear from them. Yeah,
and the more people get subscribed to our YouTube channel, that way we can convince Hank we can spend some money on YouTube and do some awesome giveaways there too. And I can get companies like Asus and all that to be willing to give us stuff and see that we have a bigger channel. Yes, okay. I'm going to move the camera closer since for some reason my other one's not working, which is really weird considering they are the same. Right? Or no, you gave me your other one, didn't you? So one is slightly older, but either way, maybe it's a software update. That's why it freezes. I don't know. Either way, so we get started. I got some new 011 distro plate from Barrow. This one says it's D5 and DDC compatible. It doesn't really have like a slot for it. Honestly,
I was gonna say it's not directly like integrated, but it must be for their D5 and their DDC. Their pump tops must have pretty similar holes or something.
Yeah, and honestly, what from the pictures and the diagram that it shows, it seems that this actually sits like a little bit higher up in the case. So when you have the pump here, the specific two pumps that they sell, it tells you which ones to use. The way it sits here, it's like a direct line into one of these. So I'm thinking that's kind of what they meant by compatible or supports or whatnot. So it is just another distro. This one actually is not this is the back mounted one. This is not like the front window, so it sits on the right next to the motherboard and everything. So I mean, it's all DRGB or addressable RGB, just like the other ones. Same thing, just a newer model. Thought I'd show it off so you guys could see that we are continuing to grow all the Barrow distro plates. I know I ordered, I think, 3 to 5 new distro plates that we didn't carry. I think there was a Thermaltake one, the Corsair 1000D, I think that was one of the new ones. There's some new Cougar Conqueror ones, like for like the Mini. And then I want to say there was some Fantex ones, and maybe Inwin. So there should be another like 3 to 5 new ones that are coming in that will help grow our distro plate supplies. And if there is one specifically, because I know that Barrow does make a bunch of like, there's probably at least like 10, I want to say, for like some Chinese cases that we don't actually carry. If you do know that Barrow carries a specific distro plate and you want us to carry it, you can always just email us, and we can definitely get a hold of it and have it shipped here. That way you don't have to wait for them or try and find it on AliExpress and spend like 5 times the amount or any of that kind of crap. Anyways.
For so long it was like that. Everyone had to buy Barrow off of Ali.
Yeah, I mean, it was either like buy it there and it's like, oh, it's $100, but you're spending $150 in shipping.
And waiting a month. Because it has to ship from China.
We've only been on for like 13 minutes, it says, streaming right now. Not that long. We were just discussing the new Build of the Month prizes that we are going to be offering, so make sure you submit all your stuff to Build GG so that way you have a chance to win some awesome stuff. And I know once we actually start doing the Build GG thing with EK and Cable Mod, I can guarantee you there'll be other companies that want in. So, either way. Moving on, we already have some of these, but we actually got them in white now. So they are actually the white fittings. They are those exhaust valves. One in this wheel gear thing. I don't remember what they call this one specifically, but it has this like circular hole design.
That's not technically like their wheel pattern or anything. This is their manual plus automatic integrated exhaust valve. So I think you can turn that in some way, and then
I don't know.
It'll be a manual exhaust valve in one position. So yeah, you have to push it down like that in order for it to exhaust air. And then I believe you probably like turn it somehow, and then it'll like always let air out or something.
I think you can have it do it either way. I think if I remember reading it, it's like this is manual, but if it has enough air pressure, it will release it. And then this is their CD version, they call it. I think it's like CD.
Oh, I was going to say there's a CD pattern, and it says, let me see what that one looks like.
My camera wants
I like how they call it a CD pattern where it's just a circle.
Yeah, well, it has like this texture on the top, so I can kind of see why it's like a
Okay, I can see it being a vinyl.
Yeah,
not a CD. CDs are smooth, bud.
This is all from China, so it's
true.
Bad.
Yeah, they do need to have somebody new get their names out on these products. Some of this stuff is just, it's odd, and they almost need like an English department at this point, in my opinion. Like,
yeah. Well, maybe we'll see. Next, I actually really like these. These are those time gear fittings. So it looks like the internals of a clock and everything. They do not move, unfortunately. If they could find a way to like put like a little...
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Like a little 2-pin in it or something like that you can actually plug it in and just to like...
It moves around, yeah. I bet there's no place to put a motor in there.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. I remember I've seen some steampunk builds that were like pretty well put together, and those would make it look really cool.
Yeah, this just adds to them. I mean, it's literally got all the little gears. They are just solid in there, so they don't actually move. If you try and move them, you're not going to accomplish anything. But anyway, just some of the new stop plugs, and I'll show that we got these in white.
You should try to unscrew some of those, though. See what happens. I wonder if it'll all come apart eventually.
Possibly. I don't know.
How much are they? Like
$650. They're $650.
$650.
Yeah,
those are some of the more expensive stop plugs we have then.
Yeah, they really are. I'm pretty sure we have some Bitspower ones that are more expensive than that, but yeah, they are one of the higher price stop plugs.
But for an aesthetic.
Oh, the time it's not working? Yeah, I was trying to do that real quick.
Time doesn't work.
Find it and send it to him, Matt. I linked everything.
Well, I was just looking for it, and I don't see it in the new products.
Only got the YouTube. See, why is our YouTube alert going so slow? I don't know if it's ours or if it's YouTube just doesn't like us. They want to keep us from streaming. But
yeah, I don't see that time stop plug in the new products anymore, Garrett.
It is. It's just I don't know why it didn't link properly. I tried to do it real quick before
stock already or something?
Huh?
Are we out of stock of it already?
No, they should be in there. I can link it
Oh
afterwards.
no, here it is.
Found it?
I found it.
Okay.
It just looks like the exhaust fittings.
All right, we'll move on to these are the Chameleon fish radiators that everyone's been talking about and asking about and whatnot. We did actually have these ordered like, I don't know, over a month or two ago, but some of the products we order they actually have to make, so it takes a little while. And
yeah, so the thing with these radiators is you can change the sides out, so they're different colors.
And you can change this if you really want to, because it has all it's all screwed in.
Tank.
So you can actually change this bottom acrylic to it, and it actually has the O-rings. I don't know if I can make it.
Oh yeah. Do they offer different end caps with like different port configurations?
No, they don't. Not right now that I've seen.
I would
I've gone to
hope
order.
that I was gonna say I hope they do, because that seems easy to do.
Yeah, I mean,
they have like a removable.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's
like, literally, you
rad.
can unscrew all of this. It does have all the screws, so you can undo them. But right now, we actually don't have any offer. There is a because this is the black version, has like the black sides on them, basically like a normal radiator. But there is ones that have it's acrylic, and then there's the POM, just acetal ones that are the base. We are supposed to have them in black, silver, red, and blue, I think. And we'll have them in 120, 240, and 360. Right now, I know we have black and silver.
We have the 240, 120, and 120.
Yeah, I think we do have 360, but we're out of stock of it, I believe.
Already? Wow.
Well, no, the 360 one was the first one we got forever ago, and then these came in probably right before I went to QuakeCon.
Yeah.
And so I put all these up like right when I got back.
It says that they're copper fins with obviously an acrylic upper chamber, aluminum alloy bracket. So like the frame, or I think the plates on the outside are just aluminum.
Yeah.
And then it says it's 18 fins per inch for the fin density. It says 18 pieces per inch, but I assume they mean fins.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They needed an English department.
Yeah, well.
So does it comes with all the different colored plates then?
No.
Or you have to buy them?
Yeah, but see, that's the weird thing. It's like they have them where they're already mounted like this. They already come this way, and I have not seen them selling just the plates yet to put on the sides. That's what doesn't make sense.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because, like, at least you get a different, like, another style to your radiator, but the fact that you don't have the other ones for sale is kind of weird. I did see, though, I placed an order last Thursday or Friday. It's probably Friday, for Barrow stuff, and they had these, but there is an integrated OLED for the side.
Huh.
And I think it was temps or flow, one of the two. I can't remember which one it was.
Really? On the side of the radiator?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it looked pretty interesting. So I ordered a few of those to sell and see how well they do.
Some builds would be tough to get that visible or whatever, but I feel like if you have the right build and you know what you're doing, I bet you can make that work pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, and that would make it so the end tanks are useful to be able to flip around, because if you needed to like flip the ports to face the other way, otherwise the screen's upside down or something, that kind of makes more sense.
Yeah, it is nice that you can unscrew these, just turn it around, or whatever reason you can do. I mean, they're pretty customizable. I'm curious if there would be any benefit to actually remove these on one side, maybe to gain a little bit of space if you don't have it. But I haven't really taken one apart, so I really don't know what's going to happen if I do. Like,
you're talking about take off one of the side panels?
Yeah, take off one of these side panels. Like, if you don't have enough clearance on one side, if you could remove one, and it gives you maybe, a few millimeters, not much, but something that you can actually move along.
I couldn't see why you couldn't. Oh, no, you can't remove it, Garrett, because that's where the fan holes are. the fan screw holes.
Very true. Yeah, that is true.
So it really wouldn't work. That OLED 2019 trend, you're right, man. And Barrow has like been chasing that, dude. They literally put them in everything. They were like, "You guys like OLEDs? Oh, no way."
Yeah, I mean, everything.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Like I said, people are totally into it, so more power to them.
It's nice to have. I mean, it's good to be able to at least know your temps and, you know, that you do have proper flow and whatnot in your rig, so. Anyways, moving on. We had the EK version, I believe, of this, and we had the acrylic version from Bitspower that was the Asus Dominus Extreme Moss water block.
So that's the VRM
but this is
water block.
Full copper and just, you know, plated nickel and whatnot.
Oh, that's a Bitspower. I thought that was the EK one. It looks like identical.
This is Bitspower. We got a Bitspower one, and
I'm trying to see how much it is now.
This one,
I bet it's stupid expensive.
It's not that bad. It's $159.95. So honestly,
$159.95 for a block.
I think this is the same price as the EK one.
Yeah, the nickel one.
Yeah, the other one that we showed off a while back. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
and honestly, it does look a lot like, because I'm pretty sure there was these slots on the side. I mean, of course, the ports are in the same spot, but even the EK batch was like right in the middle, just like this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems like it's very similar to the other one. But yeah, the other option, and there is one that is cheaper that is acrylic on the top for Bitspower as well. You know, my fingerprints on it.
I'm just saying, it's $160 for your VRM block. So you still have to buy another CPU block, your GPU blocks. Like, that's a block just for VRM. But no, it's really cool. And I'm sure if you buy that board, I'm sure $160 for cooling the VRMs is probably nothing to you. So.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to spend the money. You've already spent the money pretty much anyways on the other parts. Might as well make sure they last.
Now there's another offering. Someone said Binary Studies waiting for X570 chipset water blocks. Yeah, I'm interested in that stuff too, dude, because I heard that a lot of them are gonna have fans, and and they say they're gonna be like quiet and stuff like that. But I'm not a huge fan of fans on motherboards. I think it's a thing of the past.
Yeah.
If they have fans, I'd want to block it. So hopefully we get those soon. We did get the X5700 or 5700X. Whatever the card is, those blocks in. I see.
We got those in. Actually,
and people were asking about those.
So the thing with that is we got them, but we haven't gotten them yet. EK shipment got screwed up, and it's like, I think it's gonna be here tomorrow.
We're hoping.
Well, they split up the pallets, and for some reason we received one, but then somehow it went. FedEx or whoever it was, I think it's DHL, took it all the way back to Ohio, and now it's coming back. Don't ask me. Shipping stuff is ridiculous. I mean, you saw our pallets there that came back from QuakeCon.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. So, moving on. We've already shown off these before. We had the XYZ radiators from Bitspower. I actually have it upside down. But they normally have the pump on it. This one is not including the DDC pump, so that way you can, if you have one already, because
is it DDC or D5?
It's DDC. There's a little.
Yep, that's a DDC integrated pump spot.
Yeah. Yep. So that way you can actually use
whichever DDC you want.
Yeah.
Although
a lot of people.
I've been watching stuff on integrating pumps into distros and acrylic, whatnot like that. And someone was saying that not all DDCs use the same hole pattern. Even though they're pretty much all identical, some of them, the holes are a little bit different. So I'm not positive that this will work with every DDC out there, if that fact is true. I haven't sat there and measured every DDC to see if they're all have the same hole pattern.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, because I believe the one that actually comes on this, like the actual full version with the pump,
is a Bitspower DDC.
Yeah, but it's something. It's called something else too. It's got
really? So it's a different SKU even from the normal one?
I think if I remember correctly, it's some weird named. It's DDC style. It looks like a DDC pump, but I think it's kind of like, you know how we have those Barrow ones that look like a D5 pump, but they're really not. I think it's.
But they're really not. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the same thing. It's a newer, cheap pump that people are.
Yeah, Binary just said it's not a real DDC either. I have one. Oh, damn. But I feel like they probably do that just because it's a little bit cheaper, and I have a feeling that those pumps aren't even that bad. It's got like a glued board on it.
Yeah.
I bet they don't have a very good housing, so they probably cheap out on the housing on it too.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because that's just like the Barrow ones and the Bike Ski and all those Chinese pumps there. The housing is like weird, and so.
George Salika, I can't say your last name. I'm sorry, man. But finished my build with parts I got from you guys. Thanks,
awesome,
dude.
Man. That's
if
really
you're
cool.
in our Facebook group or Discord, post pictures of it, man. We definitely, or if you already did, then
post it on
I hope I
CG.
commented.
So
and post it on Build GG, so that if you're in the group, you can get in the BOTM next one.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, I think these things are awesome. I mean, I prefer, if I was going to buy it, I would just buy the one with the pump, so I'm not worried about trying to match. I mean, like, if you know for a fact that it's going to work, then go ahead and
ridiculous amount of acrylic, dude.
Yeah, it is a ridiculous amount of acrylic. But it has an integrated flow indicator in it and whatnot. And it has I think this has, how many ports on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? I think am I kind of right? Yep, 5.
Well, and it's meant technically to mount directly to a radiator.
Yeah.
So that's its technical purpose, is like if you have a front mounted radiator, you'd mount it just like how Garrett's holding it right now on your radiator. And then the holes should line up, at least with Bitspower or Touch Aqua, whatever one.
Same exact thing.
Yeah. It should line up with at least those ports. They sell brackets for it. Do the brackets come with it? Do you know, Garrett?
Yes. There's brackets with this. There's, I believe, 2 fittings at least. There's, I think, even like a exhaust release valve on this one too. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's exactly like the other one we have, just without a pump.
No pump. So they only remove the pump. That's nice. Yeah,
and this one is actually $139.95, and the one that comes with the pump is $194.95. So you're saving yourself almost $60.
I was gonna say, dude, you should just add a drop down on this one, because I see you have the drop downs for Bitspower fittings and stuff. Just add a drop down for DDC pumps.
Yeah, we need to update a lot of our drop downs. There's a process.
Hey, wait a second. Why did you say the new site was gonna be live yesterday? I don't see a new site.
You talk to Hank.
Talk to Hank.
I just hear these things. And
then
they don't happen.
Dude, we were so close like a month ago. We were going to have a new site, and now it's...
The last thing I heard was that the Amazon Pay wasn't working correctly, so you had to fix that before it would be able to be launched.
It's taking them weeks to figure out Amazon Pay.
No, I think that was this week kind of thing. Because it was supposed to be over the weekend.
They've had years to figure out Amazon Pay.
You know what? I just work here. That is my excuse. It'll be here eventually. It will be.
Eventually.
I wasn't.
We're just gonna blue ball you guys a little bit longer.
Yeah. I mean, we have been the epic. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be hopeful, so we have a new site and you guys can see it and it works better and any glitches are worked out and that's what I'm hoping for. But
yeah, because I feel like it definitely wouldn't be worse if we released a new site and then everything just takes a crap and then everyone's like, well, now we have to go to frozen CPU.
Oh,
then I'll have to kill myself and your death will be on my hands, people. What backend are you guys using? I think it's still using Magneto.
Yeah, we still have Magento
Magento, not
Yeah.
Magneto, whatever. I'm not a programmer. I don't know this shit.
Yeah, I look at it and I think the same thing too, so it's not just you.
Yep.
Moving on, we got the strike blocks. I love these things. They look freaking gorgeous. So this one, I don't know how well, I'm gonna have to hold them side by side so you guys actually can tell. This one is the black nickel one, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous, but I honestly like the silver one better because it's, I don't know, it just has a little more contrast. These are $149.99.
Yep. I was gonna. What is a normal velocity right now? Not 110. Let me look it up.
But these, I believe, if I'm not correct, are pretty much like full nickel. So
I was gonna say because I wanted to know what it was actually made out of because it's $150, and I'm pretty sure a normal velocity is 110.
Well, this little part right here is like acetal or something.
The black part?
Yeah, the black is definitely like an acetal.
Can you hold it up to the camera, like, and look at the side, so I can see like what the layers look like?
If it wants to focus. Focus. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus ever when I'm this close. It's the reflection. Yeah, it's definitely.
Okay. So yeah, that does look like it's like a little acetal plate on that side, but then the rest looks like it's nickel. Maybe.
Yeah, that is nickel. I mean, look how shiny. Actually, both parts are pretty shiny, but this is definitely nickel because you can see it's mirrored and.
Yeah.
See, there you guys are.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the full nickel version, which technically is like $10 cheaper if you didn't get the strike version. If you still wanted a full nickel, it would still cost just about that much. So, oh no, wait, just kidding. Velocity full nickel for regular ones is 110.
I don't know.
Okay. So it's $30 more or $40 more.
I don't know how much more nickel's in this. I don't know if who knows.
Should I add that to my lineup of blocks to test? Should I see if it's any better? Go ahead. Well, I'll have to ask EK to send me one.
Yeah, why not? But
I feel like they should have come out with these a while ago. I feel like they've been holding out on us. Because what boards are it for technically? There's a couple Asus boards that like matches.
Design. Yeah.
Yeah, like matches perfectly. And I feel like those have been around for a while. And then, like I said, they were like holding out on us with these.
Yeah. So this one is the silver matte black one, which I like more because the matte black it has that like awesome contrast between the two.
Let's see. One's black nickel plus black. The other one is matte black plus silver.
Yeah, this is.
So the other one,
silver.
So the black nickel one, that's not a matte black.
It's not. I don't know what. I mean, you can see like the.
Did they just do a different polish on the acetal on that one?
I guess so. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean,
I'm trying to figure out what they did to make it matte and not like the other one.
Yeah, it's more. This is a little more glossy looking.
Yeah.
If you can tell, I mean, it kind of has reflection and everything, and you can even see like the CNC paths slightly.
That's a great question, Mr. Rai Dragon. I could take pictures though. Well, it's hard to take pictures of actually. He was talking about the RGB wire at the bottom, and like every motherboard has the header up at the top now.
Yeah.
But what I've always done is while you're installing the block, wrap it around like just inside the screws, and then you can like route it up, and you don't see the wire at all. At least that's what I've done. But yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just have the wire at the top.
I think they're trying to hide it underneath this.
Yeah, they
as
have
much
the
as they
little velocity.
could, because it literally goes right under there and in.
Why didn't they just put that little velocity logo up on the top?
You have Kat's email.
Right? Kat, you've been doing it wrong this whole time. We don't really question EK too much. They usually figure their stuff out, but yeah, that's a good point. Although, like I said, it's pretty easy to work around. If you're careful while you're installing it, you can route that wire, and it's like no big deal. And it's actually like plenty long enough. Or actually, with my last, it's the Maximus 10 board, and when I wrapped it around the post like that or whatever, or just inside the post, it like reached like the length was perfect for the top RGB header. So they give you enough length, but it's a good point. I question everything EK says binary.
Yeah, I mean, you can go, if you guys really want to know, Jake LaRue, he's on the builders page, and you can question
true.
him.
He's always very attentive. Eric and Attila are always around too, and they're super knowledgeable, but they don't. Jake always seems to make an effort to like post on everything EK related, so
yeah,
you kind of have to tag Attila and Eric to get them to weigh in on it.
But they will if you do.
Oh yeah, but they're all knowledgeable.
Yeah, all those EK guys are. Yeah, they usually, figure their stuff out. I mean, granted, I have had my one complaint about the velocity or the vector blocks about the RGB cable needing to be literally.
I've complained about that since the first time I touched one. I was like,
same here.
Why? I was like, why? That's 10 times worse than the CPU block cable. So I'd agree. Fix that first.
So. I really meant to have the time to sit here and
pull everything out.
Well, I was gonna unbox it in front of everyone. I was gonna.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's do an unboxing of it.
That's what it's going to be.
Good. So let's see what's all in this.
Ooh.
I'm glad they came back out with their classic stuff and marketed it as cheaper almost. Because
it seems like, in my opinion, it seems like they are having. Well, I'd say 3 lines, but they haven't had anything normal for the just EK brand in forever. They have the Quantum and they have the Classic that they keep making stuff for. So I think it's the Quantum is their expensive stuff, and the Classic's gonna be their cheaper brand.
They made like an announcement when Quantum stuff first came out that they're like, this is gonna be our high end stuff.
Yeah.
And I kind of like questioned it because I was like, how is this any different from your air quotes low end stuff? But they're just making the difference between basically their classic, as in their older stuff, and now they have new, more flashy stuff. So I like that, and the fact that they can market it cheaper. So they kind of have a couple price points now, whereas I used to always tell people like EK is a great middle of the road brand, but now it seems like they're trying to go both ways with it, which I don't think is a bad thing at all.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Jake said that these are actually priced really well. The kits run between
$270 and $320.
$320.
What we got. So you've got all the way down from a slim 240 kit to a 40 millimeter thick 360 kit for the radiator. That's how they designate the kits by the radiator size.
Yeah. And I wanted to really actually price out what was in here and compare it to like the price of
buying
this
them
to the price of buying it all by yourself. I guarantee you that you'll probably save quite a bit. You might. I mean, you probably get like maybe some fans and fluid or tubing for free. Basically, is probably what it come down to. Something along those lines. You get like 2 or 3 items technically for free. But anyways, it comes with your fan splitter, with 3 fans. Depending on the kit, it does have
with RGB fans.
Yes, it does have RGB fans in this one. That is actually true, because I believe they're
all RGB.
Yeah, everything in this is RGB, because the only other kit they have that's RGB is their RGB kits, and those are like,
that's right.
I think RGB they're 3 something.
They all start at 300 something, so they're not as cheap as these ones.
Yeah, I think it's $320, I believe, to like 360 or something like that.
But do the fans actually spin up? Binary. I've actually found that the Vardar RGBs are some of my favorite fans. I was never a huge fan of the Vardars, although they were good fans until they weren't, and then they had to recall them for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a lot of fans.
Dude, that was last year at QuakeCon when we had literally Nick's truck filled with shit Vardars.
Yeah.
That all had to go back to
EK. That was what, DreamHack, right? That wasn't QuakeCon.
It was one of the shows, but we filled up the back of Nick's truck with all the Vardars. Because we couldn't sell them, because they were all recalled. But I've never seen that issue with the RGB ones. I've been running some for quite a while. I have some in my personal rig even. And overall, I really like them. They're not stupid expensive. They're 12-volt RGB, which is, I'm kind of old school, I guess you could say, and I like the 12-volt RGB over addressable. Oh man, I had 8 fans I had to send back because it was just terrible. 7 out of 8 dead.
Jeez.
Was that RGB ones or was it the older Vardars?
It was the older ones because I don't think we had to send back any of the RGB, did we? I don't know. I know.
I haven't
older
heard.
ones.
I haven't heard of people having issues with them, and like I said, I've been using some for a while.
Yeah,
Older ones.
So
5 volt RGB only.
Moving on. Come with your 24-pin jumper, so that way you can test everything before you...
Oh, it even comes with that. Nice.
Yeah, I think most of their kits do. This one actually comes with... Ooh, I didn't realize that. This actually has 2 RGB splitters, 4 ways. There's actually 2 of these in there. So that way you can...
Nice.
Yeah, normally they don't come with that. You get their classic 140 SPC PWM pump.
That's my only gripe with the kit, although I've never heard that many complaints about that pump. Like, the SPC pump is they made that a while ago, and it was like always their really budget entry-level pump. Like I said, I've never heard complaints about it.
It sells well here. We sell quite a few of them. So
yeah, they're cheap, and like I said, I haven't heard of people being like, well, it's cheap for a reason, and having to return it because it didn't work well.
Yeah, it works.
So it seems to do its job.
AMD mounting kit it comes with. I thought it was really weird that it's like in this bag by itself. I thought for some reason it was missing something. You got the actual pump tester itself. They've been selling these for quite a while, and I think this is the first kit that I've opened that they've had them in. The original ones don't have this, unless they change the version of their old pumps every once in a while, but last thing I knew they didn't have those.
Oh, is that just so you can just plug in the pump?
Yep. So that way you can just run the pump if you wanted to and test it.
I wonder why they include the 24-pin jumper then.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. Maybe it's like an access thing. Maybe it's just easier access to PWM or I don't know.
Instead of your 24-pin.
Not PWM, SATA. But anyways, so you got your tubing. Looks like it's...
Just posted the build. Thanks, George. I'll comment on it, I'm sure.
10/13 tubing. You get a nice little pack of nickel 10/13 fittings. I believe there's 6 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, you get 6 of their classic fittings. So if anyone doesn't know, the reason why the difference between these classic STC fittings and their other ones is the normal STCs actually have the EK logo on them, and these do not. So these are actually completely bare fittings, so they don't have that gigantic EK logo on them.
Yeah, it says no added branding at all. I feel like some people prefer that. Like, I wonder do we have those fittings for sale by themselves?
What? Yes, we sell the classic line fittings by themselves, yep.
Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that complain about branding on fittings, and they would rather see no branding on fittings. So
yeah,
that's a good move, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing with the
yes, finger killers.
The torque line ones. I don't know if they have. I think they might have logos, but I don't think they're gigantic logos. But maybe I'm just misthinking.
I don't think so either, and I've used now their classic fittings they're not the torque ones. They're all the ones with the branding, and I've never had a problem with EK's branding on their fittings. It's not that crazy. Bitspower can get excessive on some of their stuff. Yeah. For some reason, they think they need multiple logos everywhere, but
yeah. And the thing is, if you're looking to buy like the HTC or STC fittings and you just need fittings, go with these. They're the exact same as the other ones, but they're cheaper. I was
going to say, are they actually cheaper?
I think they're literally like 40 to 50 cents cheaper per fitting.
Per fitting, yeah.
I think so. You might want to look that up for me. I might be saying the wrong thing. I know they're cheaper, but I don't know how much.
Let me look. I'll look.
But you do that while I continue going through this big old box of goodies. You got your clear concentrated coolant. I wish they would throw in their dye kit in this too. I might suggest that to them and see if they... I don't know why they want it. If they have at least their fluids, maybe throw in their dye kit that they just came out with. That way you can choose what color you want, basically. I think that's like a killer on a lot of kits, is that you don't really... they mostly come with like a clear coolant, so that's all you get, unless you want to go and buy dyes separate. Include it. Why not? Get your Allen key that they always have. You get your 3 RGB Barter fans. The only thing in here that is probably not their classic line stuff. This is probably the only thing
RGB.
That is.
Yeah. Okay, so they're $1.50 cheaper, guys. Because their old line is ACF. Their new line, or not new. This line is STC. So the old ACF compression fittings are like $6 for that size, and for the STC or no branding ones are $4.50.
There should be like and then like what's the HDC to HTC? Because HTC is the classic,
the hard tube.
Is the classic hard tube, and then the HDC is the original hard tubing one, I believe.
Let me look.
But
let me
I
see
believe
if
those
we
are
got
cheaper
that.
as well. Moving on, you get their uni bracket holder, the spider one, so that way you can attach your pump to your radiator, and then you get, of course, the.
Does it only come with that spider bracket?
Yes. I don't know what's in here. There might be something else in here.
I was gonna say, I hope they have like one so you can vertically mount up, like their uni bracket or whatever they call it. I hope it has that too. Okay, so for HDC fittings are $8 a pop, and then the HTC, where did they go? I just saw them. I think those are almost $1 cheaper.
See?
Yeah.
Told
no,
you,
they're
literally like the same thing, I believe.
They're $2 cheaper to get the no branding ones.
See?
Huh.
Is it necessary to tighten the fittings with the Allen key? No, not really.
Oh, what Allen key did you show? Let me see that.
The EK one, the Imbus.
The big one?
Yeah.
That one,
it'll help.
I think it fits in the fittings. You don't want to use it, but it's mainly, I think they include it for their radiators. That big ass one. They include it for their radiators because their radiator, like where you screw in your fitting to the radiator, is actually another component that you screw into the radiator. And if you have to remove that, you definitely need that. There's no way to just like unscrew it with your fingers, so you need that Allen key.
Well, and on top of that, when you're screwing those in, you're going to want to screw in just the barb part anyways, and you don't want to have the thread, you know, if you're sitting there tighten the whole thing on there, you might over-tighten the compression part of it, and it just can be a pain in the ass to get off in the end. I mean, it's not like a needed thing, it's just like an assist thing. Then you got the SC Classic radiator. Actually, let me see if I can. I can't open this. These are actually not
Rodimus
sealed.
in here with the facts. He says that Allen key is a 9mm. Should give this guy a prize already, just shooting out random facts.
They have it. This is Imbus 8. Sorry, my bad. No, you're good though. But I believe these actually are unbranded too, because normally the radiators have the EK logo on the side. And
it doesn't?
Okay, these ones do have EK, but it's really tiny. It's literally like right
it's
here.
Not even the same radiator as their old ones?
It's slightly different. I think their old ones don't have. They have like the badge here. Oh, come around. Because the old ones have like a badge right here.
No, they never had badges on the sides.
Or
just
they're up
on
here.
the end tank.
It was up at the top, right?
Yeah, just at the end tank.
Yeah, and then they have. This is what they did for theirs.
Oh, dude, that is a different radiator.
Yeah,
it's totally a different radiator than their normal one. So interesting.
It has this little like stamp mark. And that's the only. It's on both sides too, so it's like reversed. But
I almost appreciate that more. Although radiator branding never really bothered me too much because you hardly ever see radiators. So
yeah,
usually you don't see much of radiators.
Sure. And then,
old ones were boxes. Yeah, I was gonna say the end tanks and everything look even different. It's not the same style at all.
Yeah.
It does look more like Hardware Labs. It looks more just like a classic radiator, because you're right that the old ones have like a casing that go around the whole thing, so, which is fine. And they're really nice for painting is what I've found. It's easy to take apart the casing and then you just have the radiator core sitting there.
True.
Then you can paint just the whole cover. But
oh, and I can't take this out, but and then you
I'm
get
sure they
their
perform pretty much the
classic
same.
RGB CPU block.
It's their new Supremacy Classic, and it's got that little plate on the bottom.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
I think it looks nice. I think it looks clean.
And then of course you get your manual. Matt's favorite. So it doesn't have a
Oh, throw that away. Burn
QR
it.
code.
Oh, it doesn't have it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They didn't have a QR code on the side of the box that says follow this to put it together. Oh
Yeah.
man, I hate that.
But yeah, I mean,
That is nice. How is that manual like actually show you like step by step?
Yeah,
Like,
it's actually
wow.
That's
That's
a
really
very
cool.
nice little manual.
Needs more
See.
QR code. That's not bad. I appreciate that because I definitely feel like these kits are geared for beginners in a sense, just because they're priced a little cheaper. I mean, maybe someone just wants a cheap kit and just because they have a cheap build or something. But if you're just starting out with water cooling, having something like that, a whole book. Oh wow, it's even colored. Wow,
It like has
that's
like
impressive.
it's orange, so it's EK colors.
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna
showing
say
you
it's EK colors.
exactly
but
what you're
still.
supposed to do.
But that's good. Like a beginner that like if this is the first thing they bought for water cooling, I guarantee you they'd love the crap out of that manual. So
yeah.
that's good. I'm glad they did that. I'd burn it, but that's okay.
But yeah. So that's really it for this week on the new product stream. I don't really know what we're gonna be doing.
Got
next
It
week.
Loser just said audio, and he's on a different Got It Loser YouTube. Are you sure you're not just having account issues, buddy?
I don't know. But
I
either
think
way,
the audio premium quality at baseline pricing.
Yeah,
I feel like you're an EK rep astronomic.
yeah.
Who's paying this guy?
But anyways, I mean, it's a decent amount of stuff. I mean, I feel like you definitely get your value when you go with kits. I mean, it is a
Oh yeah.
it's a starter thing, but if that's what you're trying to do, I mean, it's a good starter. I mean, in the end, you want to go and maybe replace your tubing with hardline tubing, and then your fittings. I mean, those are like the main things that you would go and upgrade. I can think of that, you know.
Yeah.
People
The
like.
only thing I would say is with those kits is you might eventually change out the fittings, but it's not even. It's a good place to start. You could start with that, and in a couple of months you buy all hardline stuff, and you really wouldn't be out that much money because the kit's priced really well. You basically probably get the fittings for free, or you probably get part of it basically for free because
Yeah.
you bought it as a kit.
Yeah, I know
But,
I priced out one before, but I don't
takes
know
forever.
exactly
I
what
hate
it was.
doing
And yes,
Somebody
we,
should make a Reddit post and
we
just
should
compile
have a coupon code probably Labor Day. I don't think anyone sooner than that. So in the
Missed
next
the
like,
last one though.
2 or 3
If
weeks.
it's Jin, if you've never purchased from us, you can email me. My email's in the description, and we can get you 11% code if it's your
Yeah.
first time purchasing with us.
But we have like 16 people in here watching tonight. I think it's because the post I did on the Builders Club telling everyone come see your
there you
beautiful
go.
face.
I was gonna say, do you want to give away one of those exhaust fittings from Barrow?
Sure. We can do that.
Okay, first person to guess Garrett's favorite color.
Oh, we've done this before. Depends on how much you've actually
Damn
watched.
it! I'm out of questions. Shit.
It's been a while though. I mean, it's been like quite a while.
I gave away a bracket last week.
No.
A singularity bracket.
So
but
while
yeah, we
everyone's
didn't
sitting
come
here
prepared with a trivia.
guessing-
Blue.
I can't read that one. No.
EK Orange, just
No.
total sellout.
But anyways, so next week I'm not really sure exactly what we'll be doing stream wise. But
Are we actually going with that question, Garrett?
But yeah, sure. Why not? It's been a while since
And
we've done
nobody's
it.
guessed it yet? Garrett
No.
likes pews. Just give him an exhaust fitting. I want to buy that.
But
Freaking pews.
no, not Gray.
Gray is mine.
Yeah,
Gray is
I
my
told you that
favorite
was
color.
Matt's. Matt's very dark
Well,
and no,
Gray's
all
not
of
a
them.
color
You said blue
either.
quite a few times.
Yeah,
when I
lots
see
of people
it.
said blue.
But anyways, end of the month, Matt will be here.
Yeah.
Green, yep. Binary got it.
Binary won last week, so Rodimus has to win.
Oh, Rodimus, okay. That sounds good. But yeah,
Sorry,
anyways,
Binary. I
Matt-
just submitted your stuff
Matt,
today.
shut your mouth.
Okay.
Matt will be here at the end of the month, so we'll do some streams. Hopefully, we'll actually do a Spectre build, right? Or at least
I'm not sure if we'll do a build, but I want to do an
assembly
video
of the case,
because-
and we can maybe either live stream it or we'll just make a video of the process of assembling one. I might have some other cases that we get to look at too, Matt.
Really?
Yeah, remember, did I tell you about the cases I found at QuakeCon that I'm trying to get a hold of?
Oh, yep. I remember that.
I talked to the guy today about them, and we might get 4 to show off. And if any of you, how many of you guys actually go to like LAN parties and all that stuff? Like actually go to a LAN party and bring your computer and whatnot. I don't know how many people are actually going to answer me, probably just ignore me. But anyways, when we were at QuakeCon, there was a company, they're like Sligger cases, like I think they're called Sligger cases, but they're like these little mini cases, like, I mean, they're like handheld, they're like a bread, one of them's like the size of a bread box. It's super tiny, super compact, and I know the guy, right now they do a lot of custom orders, so you can design what you want and pick your color and get handles on and all that stuff. And I think they usually run around like $240, as I remember, depending on which case. But they're like super compact, and I mean they'd be awesome little cases for actually bringing to a LAN party that you literally could just pick up and carry with you. That's what the guy says. He says he has the one that he has is like the little bread box one. He literally.
I've never bought bread in a box.
You millennial.
What?
Do you really not know what a bread
Raise
box
of
is?
hands here.
You don't buy bread in a box. You put it in there so it stays fresh.
I put it in the fridge to keep it fresh.
Oh my god.
My
is
bread
like
box
back
is
in
the
like
size
the
of
60s,
a refrigerator.
Dude. Back in the 60s. That's how it was done.
I was
still
never
people nowadays.
around.
But anyways, the guy that actually owned the company, he was telling me, he's like, his PC was there, and he's like, I just bring it home when I actually need to finish work. I just pick it up. And he was actually doing a stress test on the card. The smaller ones, there's no real way to water cool them, but they had them air cooled with some Noctua fans and whatnot, and he was stress testing the smaller ones, and the temps on it were like phenomenal and everything. I don't know if he has a video of the actual temps, but once we get him in here, we'll show him off. They had some bigger cases that are probably about the size of this box, maybe a little smaller. And
but still a great LAN. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I was looking at those, and that's cool. I was gonna say I want to try to get some stuff with Singularity computer stuff done, just because Daniel's been talking a lot at me. I got to email him back.
Yeah,
but
we should do that.
Daniel's always talked to me about how the fact is that Singularity Computers never advertises their own products, and they don't like even really have guides or overviews or anything. And Singularity has just come out with a bunch more stuff in the past month or two now. And I really want to do Daniel a favor and get some good content out on it, because what was it, 2 years ago I did the Singularity Computers Reservoir when they first came out, the Protium.
Don't even talk about that.
Don't talk about that video. Yeah, Garrett doesn't like that video anymore. But I did notice today was it today that you added the Spectrum RGB UV strip from them?
But I guess they got deleted, or I don't know.
I was gonna say last week I was doing the stream on all the new Singularity stuff, and I had the strip, and I was like trying to tell people like, oh yeah, we have these, but not really. And we do definitely have them now. They're $20.
They're
you guys
definitely on there. I don't know if they just got deleted or what happened, or maybe it wasn't up when I actually did the stream, and that's what it was. It just never got added because he didn't have it on his site yet. Maybe
I think so. And I believe when I was making the posts earlier in the week, I was looking for it, and I thought Daniel had said that they didn't even ship yet. So I think we got those later anyway. I'm not sure.
Either way, they're on there. But yeah, so hopefully when Matt's here, we can show off those cases I'm getting. They'll be powder coated, and maybe even one's actually going to be UV printed on it, which would be really cool. And then some of the bigger ones that actually are like this size, I'm going to actually see if Matt can make a little distro for them. So that way they can be water cooled, but it'll be small and compact and everything.
Compact, and hopefully I can have integrated pumps by then. Yeah, if you guys want an update, I am getting back up to speed. Hopefully in the next week or so we get the CNC running full time again. Just did some upgrades on it this week, and I'm still kind of working out the kinks in that. I hate software. That's all I have to say. I absolutely hate software.
I understand.
Some days I hate software, and others I really hate software.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the gist of it. So, working on that, but bear with me, guys. Also trying to recover with the legs and stuff, but we're getting pretty close. So you guys should see more CNC content from us. I know you guys have been asking about it a little bit, just because before my whole incident with my legs, I was trying to get a lot out on the CNC, and you guys did seem to be interested. So
yeah, and then
should see more soon, and I believe I should be able to stream next week. I've got to get the Primo Chill coolant back in the rig, so maybe I'll even do that this weekend, possibly. I got to continue testing Primo Chill coolant.
Yeah.
Message away on Discord. Thanks, Binary. Thanks, everybody, for showing up.
Yeah.
Get some robo legs and water cool them. Dude, I've got titanium legs now, dude.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, and then hopefully when you're down here, we can do the video with the Singular Spectre. Maybe Daniel will give us the privilege to show off some of the new ideas that we've seen. I'm pretty sure you've seen them because I've seen them. If I've seen
ideas as far as Spectre goes,
his other projects that he's working on that he wants to release.
Are they gonna be there though?
No, but he sent me pictures.
Oh, and you mean just show those off? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's been show off some of the
he's been showing me a lot of concept stuff for a while, and now I think it's pretty much out of concept, basically, and he's getting pretty close to actually releasing this stuff.
And
so
it looks pretty amazing.
Yeah. Daniel is really pushing the limits as far as water cooling goes. He's one of very few brands I feel that is actually actively trying to make changes to the water cooling scene. Like I said, I really appreciate like all the EK products that we went over tonight and how they're trying to change up their line and everything. But like I said, Singularity, they'll always have a place in my heart for how much they put into what they do.
Passionate person about water cooling, and that's what's great about him. So, but anyways,
we'll definitely see more of that, and you'll see us again next week, and hopefully you'll see maybe just a random stream for me this weekend, playing with some coolant or something, maybe working on the CNC. So
yeah. So subscribe if you haven't. Join the
Builders Club, Discord.
Club. Subscribe everything to Builds GG, so that way you can be entered for the contest at the end of the month for Builder of the Month. I don't know if there's anything else to really say. I saw that PDX Land announced that we will be there on their
Yep, so we're going to PDX Land, guys.
Yep, we'll be there.
Eric
Matt,
and I.
And then possibly Kyle.
I think Kyle.
So.
Did Rory not make the cut or what?
I don't know.
He's
Maybe we'll have EK people with us too.
So, if you guys are up in the upper northwest coast area,
it's
definitely
really
come to PDX
close.
Land.
It's closer
Is it in Washington?
It's closer to Portland, Oregon than it is Seattle. It's right on the outskirts. It's like Ridgefield, I think, is where it's at.
I've probably been there. I've been in between Portland and Seattle, so it's all the same. It rains all the time, and that's about it.
We are on the East Coast. Where on the East Coast do you want us to be? Like I can walk to the beach.
You can almost throw a rock to the beach of the East Coast from PPCs.
Pretty much. I can at least hit the river.
Yeah, you can hit the river.
Yeah, and then you gotta go over the river and maybe
NYC
through the woods.
Oh,
yeah,
New Jersey.
We've talked about going to PAX East. I don't know if
PAX
that will
East would be the one to go to.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever actually make it there, but we talked about it.
We're definitely getting more conventions on the books, though. We're doing QuakeCon, DreamHack. I do one in Minnesota every year now. And then now we got PDX Land. So maybe we'll add another con next year. But LTX. I'm going to be traveling all the freaking time if that happens. Garrett and I are going to be all over.
Yeah. We might do LTX. That is a possibility. We've actually talked to people.
Dude. That would be nice. LTX seemed like it was a fun thing this year.
Yeah, that one seemed like it'd be really cool.
You need a cameraman. Dope. That's actually a really useful.
That is
if we do make it up there.
It's that stand. Are you talking about at the events?
Yeah, Binary. I think he means that if we go to PDX Land because he's up there.
Yeah, normally it's me streaming from my phone. We really don't have a legit.
Well, Aubrey was there last time, and you were saying how nice it was to have.
It was.
Aubrey.
It was very nice to have.
Oh wow, he used to be a concert photographer.
Ah, very cool.
So we could get some cool stuff going. But yeah, definitely hit us up if we do end up going to PDX Land, Binary. We could probably use some help.
But he's. Oh yeah, go to not PDX Land. He'd be PAX.
Oh, PAX. Sorry, I'm just confused. We better head out.
Yeah. Anyways, we've been here for an hour. So we'll see you guys next week. Have a nice night. We've been talking too much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
We'll see you later.